Hey everyone, Matt here, A1 Solutions Group. Talking real quick before I get my workout in for the day. In today's video, as you see here, FHA loans might be going away. Word on the street is that might happen. How do I know this? I work with a lot of realtors and spoke with two of them, and they mentioned that they're talking about doing away with the FHA loan. If anything, right now, that is for sure happening due to this whole pandemic and the coronavirus crisis and everything else. FHA loans, some lenders, not all, but I think what's going to happen eventually is that all of them are raising their minimum credit scores for you to be able to qualify to get them. Okay, because of everyone whose jobs were, whose jobs are disappeared due to all the states saying, hey, you got to shut down for a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever the case may be. The rise of employment, lenders are like they're less confident in giving out money, so they raise their credit score, the minimum credit score for you to get approved on. So what happens is in an economic crisis, which funny enough, crisis really means opportunity. Look that up. That lending tightens up. Some people erroneously think that lenders are so eager to give up money when no one can qualify. No, they're conservative. They're always conservative. As the economy gets better, their restrictions, ease up a bit to a certain extent. But when the economy contracts, they contract as well on their qualifications. So it used to be you could at least get an FHA loan for 580. Some places want you to be at a 660 or 680. So my point to you in all this is that if you're waiting for things to get better right now with the economy, with your finances, that is the worst thing you can do, because guess what? They won't. The only way your finances will get better, regardless of your credit, whatever's going on, is if you do something today to change it. Waiting on everything else to magically get better screws you in the long run, because the more it's like each day that you wait, it's more damage. You go further and further into a hole that once everything recovers, you have that much more work to do to get out of the hole. Whereas if you just said, okay, I lost my job, I got this, how can I change this to make it better so that when this does end, because it will, I can come out better and not worse. Unfortunately, a lot of people let fear paralyze them, and then they're stuck. And then they get out of it, and then you have all this crazy stuff going on, foreclosure and everything else, when at the end of the day, you have to move forward regardless of what's going on. But people don't do that. Hey, I can't force you to do anything, but that's what happens. And by the way, I'm going to say this in this video too, there is another financial crisis coming. This is more warm-up, but this isn't the thing. This is a short-term thing. There's another one coming. I would say, I'm thinking end of this year, if not definitely next year. So there's another one coming, so get ready. But a lot of people won't see it, and they'll be like, I didn't see this coming, but it happens. Back to my point here. So with FHA loans now, the lending's tightening up, and after this is over, they're probably going to remain stricter on this stuff. Especially when the next crisis happens, they're going to go, nope, we need to be at a 680 or 660, whatever. So man, my point to you is this: waiting doesn't do anything. I don't know, get rid of it? Probably not. But they will definitely, the qualifications to get approved, the minimum, are going to go higher, which displaces a lot of people from qualifying when they could before. So in the event of all that, what do? Simple. You get your credit in line now. You do what you can now. Get it going now, because like I said, if you don't do it now, you have way more work to do down the road. It's like this: if you're 400 pounds overweight, all right, and over time you saw yourself getting fatter and fatter and fatter and heavier and heavier, the moment you then decide now it's time to lose weight and diet and exercise, it's a lot harder because you're so far along the path of being overweight. You got to take more energy to change your habits to start working on it. When if you had started when you were just 30 pounds overweight, it's a whole different world, whole different thing. A lot of people do that. A lot of people will not change until it comes to health. They get a health scare. Unfortunately, they die and they can't do anything then. or when it comes to finances, something traumatic has to happen to make them go, I can't do this anymore. I'm changing it. When if they change it before things got worse, hey. So this video is more of a lesson to impart on you to say, look, waiting on something to change has never benefited anyone. Name one person in history, okay, that said, I'm glad I waited on this because my life is so much better. All right. The only time it's smart to wait if you're doing it on purpose with a strategy, like in the stock market. Sometimes in the stock market, you want things to go high, and then for it to dip, then to buy it. That's when you want to wait, because you're doing it with a purpose. You're waiting, saying, I'm waiting for this to happen because then if that happens, then I can make this move. If it doesn't happen, then I can make this move and be better off regardless. That's the only time you should wait. That's it. That's the only time. Other than that, name one person who was trying to accomplish things in life and said, I'm just going to wait. Said nobody ever, but people do this all the time. So there's an article below in the description. I'll post in the comments as well. Click on the article. It talks about a gentleman who was in the process of being approved for his refinance, and then all this stuff happened, and then the lender raised their minimum credit score, and then he was told he's going to get it, and then all of a sudden he was approved on one condition. Then he was told, no, you can't get it all. Boom. Stuff happens like that. And we're like, what? This is what people don't get. You cannot wait. Waiting costs you money. It causes you pain, sadness, all these things. But hey, some people got to learn the hard way. With that being said, read the article, comment below, what are your thoughts, and be ready to get your credit work done. We can help you. Call me directly, 877-250-7170, extension 2. Again, 877-250-7170, extension 2. Peace.